We were actually standing in our kitchen when he saw the notification of his pathology report, and he read it off to me and said, "I have a carcinoid tumor." And then he looked at me and said, "What does that mean?"
When I turned 40, I would ask the doctor, I'd say, "Hey, can you send me for a colon test?" And they'd say, "No, you're too young." I would tell them, "My dad, he passed away from stomach cancer, and I'd like to get this checked out." Waking up from the colonoscopy, they said, "Well, something was found, so we'll have the doctor speak with you." And I knew at that point that I had a clock that I'm living by that's actually sped up. I was completely shocked. I was stunned. I was caught off guard. Sometimes you start to assume the worst when you hear certain things.
I didn't know what to think. I just thought I had to be there for him, that I needed to be strong for him. I didn't want to think of it as the end because our lives were just beginning together. The day that we found out about Daryl's diagnosis, it was 3 days before our wedding.
Life is going to be kind of like a fairy tale with the marriage, with the wedding. You grow old together, you celebrate.
It literally felt like the world stopped. How do we even move forward with a wedding when we receive such a blow? Being a medical laboratory scientist and reviewing that report, I knew what carcinoid tumor meant. I was asking the doctor, what other tests were performed? We're only seeing one report here. Were there additional tests run that are still pending? Are there any additional laboratory tests that would be more specific in the diagnosis? What are the options?
The doctor said, "I'm going to pass you on to the surgeon."
When he came out of surgery, it was, "Babe, just hold my hand." And to have to let his hand go, that was a very long car ride home. And by the time I literally walked into our house, that's when it was a full collapse. I came home to an empty house. Our children weren't here. My husband wasn't here. We're newlyweds. This is all within the first 30 days of us having our wedding.
It is the laboratory scientists and the laboratory teams that guides the doctor's decisions, that actually tell them what is going on with the patient.
Without the pathology and laboratory medicine team members, the doctors would have just simply been guessing. We wouldn't have received a confirmed diagnosis. We wouldn't have found out so early.
It's like all of the stars in the sky had to line up for me to have this great outcome. The lab absolutely saved my life.
The lab saved our lives, not just Daryl's, but ours, because him as our family member, he is our life. It impacts a whole family, it impacts friends, it impacts community. And so know that the lab adds value in really advocating for patients and supporting patients and wanting to ensure that the hard work and contributions that they're doing, that we're doing, is positively improving the quality of lives of others. Those patients will receive the treatment that they need so that they can go on to live happy, long, healthy lives with the people that they love.